what's the toughest experience you've had in this business?
Hey, God.
What's the toughest experience you've had?
Hey, plenty gone. I think an investor and partner went online and was calling me out as a
Wow.
scammer. Yeah, it was tough. It was as if I could just die because it's like a friend. This is like somebody, and I didn't even know what to do. I was caught up between taking it legally, a lot of investigations here, there. So the credibility I've built for
For
years
years, yeah.
just went down like that. That was like the toughest. And I just had a surgery that
Whoa.
period. I don't wish that for my worst enemy, actually. This is a business I've known all my life. Like, I've been in this business for like 20 years, since I
Wow.
was 12.
Wow.
And my mom was doing the business, but my own business,
Yeah.
I started my own business in 2019. If you are not selling on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, WhatsApp, I think you need deliverance. That is just what I want to tell you. Because
Okay.
is there money there? There's a whole lot of money there. No.
Okay.
I did not have my farm. I did not start from my own farm.
Okay.
I started selling for other
people. Okay.
Right? I've never started by my own money. So it was along the line I figured out I just started. I'm not the person that would be jumping on every trend that I see on Instagram.
Okay.
You understand me? Well, since this year,
Yeah.
my budget for ads went to as high as 1 to 3 million in a month.
What is the biggest myth in your business?
You cannot sell your broilers. They cannot believe that they can sell their broilers directly to the end users. So they believe that when they produce their broilers, they need the middlemen or agents to come and buy from them. A lot of people don't know that buying chickens from a farmer,
Yeah.
right, is more affordable because the people in the market come to buy from us.
Hi everyone, welcome to this episode of Making Business Sense. Right, I've got somebody very out of the ordinary. She's amazing. I mean, the first time I met her was I think it was was a class we had.
Yeah.
Yes, I think it was, yes. That was the first time. She traveled for one of my courses all the way from Ibadan to Lagos to attend that training. And ever since then, I got interested about what she does and how she's been able to achieve the result that she has. And so we're going to be having a lot of discussion about our marketing, what exactly she does, our content creation. We're going to talk about everything that you need to know. So if you're in the business of, by the way, she's an what do you call it now?
Agripreneur.
Okay, she's an agropreneur, and she's done amazingly well for herself. And I think this discussion it's time for us to have this discussion. So I'll let her introduce herself, and we'll take it from there. All right.
Hi, good day, everyone. My name is Dr. Uchechukwugeme Elyon Ezeh, and I am a broiler farmer. I raise broilers for a living for you to consume, and I teach people how to set up their own broiler farms and make money from it.
Great. Nice. Broiler farmer. So I've seen a lot of our content. I've seen a lot of our page. We'll try and throw our page right on the screen right now. You see, she's doing amazingly well for herself, especially on Instagram and TikTok. I've been fascinated by the contents that she puts out there. And my first question would be, how's the journey been as a woman in the business that you're in, the niche that you're in as a woman? How's it been?
Honestly, I'm not going to lie to you. Initially, when I started, it was quite hectic. But when I learned how to look for my target audience, the people that I need, and address them solely, and I am coming from a place of authority, it became easier as the days went by and the rest of them. So initially it was not, but when I found my path, it became easier.
Yeah, awesome. So I want to ask now, I hope it's not too early to ask.
Okay.
What exactly would you say is the I don't want to use the word worst. Like, what's the toughest experience you've had in this business?
Hey, God.
What's the toughest experience you've had?
Hey, plenty gone. I think an investor and partner went online and was calling me out as a scammer. Yeah, it was tough. It was as if I could just die because it's like a friend. This is like somebody, and I didn't even know what to do. I was caught up between taking it legally, a lot of investigations here, there. So the credibility I've built for years
yeah.
just went down like that. That was like the toughest. And I just had the surgery that
Whoa,
period.
whoa.
So people were now I was seeing things like, okay, I was going to the hospital to go and, look for empathy and the rest of them.
Wow.
It was, oh God, God. I don't wish that for my worst enemy, actually.
Wow. So, I'd like to say, because, I might not know a bit of all the details, but I remember you called me during that time. And, one of the things that I felt so deep in my spirit was the fact that you were strong enough to still continue business. That time you called me and you said, I want to run ads. I want you to help me run ads. I want you to do this. And, I don't want to mention, in details, but from where you were at that time, and then you were still able to put a call through, and then I need this, do this for me, do this. And I was like, wow, this person is strong. You're going through this type of thing, and then you still have time to say, I want to continue marketing. So let's talk about marketing, your marketing exactly. Give us a rough idea of how much you've made in this business. Just a rough idea. I don't want anybody coming for you, but anyway, just a rough idea of how much. When did you start this business? Let's start from there.
Okay. Personally, on my own, this is a business I've known all my life. Like, I've been in this business for like 20 years, since I was 12.
Wow.
And my mom was doing the business, but my own business, I started my own business in 2019.
Okay.
Yes, so that's why I started my own business in 2019. I started from WhatsApp. So that was where I started my own business, basically. Well, I don't know, from investment and the rest of them, God, I've done 8-9 figures. Let me not go there.
Okay.
But profit, turnover, revenue is a lot. If you are not selling on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, WhatsApp, I think you need deliverance. That is just what I want to tell you. Because is there money there? There's a whole lot of money there. Can you make money? You can actually make money. So I don't want to go into figures, but let me just give you a rough estimate. Yeah.
So we're talking 7-8 figures, thereabout. Wow. Now, I know a bit of back-end story of how I think when we had a session together, you were saying something, you told me something about how you started, what you started selling. I don't know if you can remember, when you started on WhatsApp, you talked about, can you take us through that? Because I like my audiences to always understand that. See, most of the people that are in business, they didn't just have all the money to start. They didn't just have one angel investor that gave them 100 million and then they started the business. How exactly did you start in this broiler business?
Okay, so initially, truthfully speaking, I started my WhatsApp. I started raising a community where people save money.
Okay.
That was how I actually started on my WhatsApp.
Okay.
I started raising a community where people save money on one end. Then I started selling chickens for other people.
Okay.
On the other end, I was doing both of them simultaneously. So I started selling chicken. So on my WhatsApp, I and my daughter will shout, come and buy chicken, and the rest of them, I now started showing farm content. I'll go to people's farms when I was in Owerri.
You didn't have your own farm then?
No.
Okay.
I did not have my farm. I did not start from my own farm.
Okay.
I started selling for other
people. Okay.
Right? If you know Owerri very well, I'll go to Relief Market and even snap or video chickens, from there. So that's how I started actually. So I did not start by owning my own farm. I've never started by my own money. So it was along the line I figured out I just started. Yeah, from the bottom. Yeah. Nice.
Okay. The other thing I was going to ask is your community.
Yeah.
You have how many followers on Instagram now?
Okay. I think 58,000.
I think thereabout. Last time I checked, I think thereabout 58,000 followers. What exactly would you say is, or what did you start doing that brought you growth on Instagram? What would you say you started doing that brought that growth on Instagram?
Well, what I started doing was that I started becoming I started marketing as in my style.
What do you mean your style?
Okay, so I had to understand myself. I'm not the person that would be jumping on every trend that I see on Instagram.
Okay.
You understand me? So I started marketing like early on. So I I'm a very I will not use the word authoritative person. Like I know myself. I know I can do this.
Okay.
So I went online and I started telling people with so much authority that I can do this. So I started shouting with authority. So I could say, you can make 100 million. I could say I can sell 10,000. So imagine you are scrolling through Instagram and a lady pops up. I just sold 10,000 broilers last week. So people now started getting fascinated. People now started following me. Right. Then another thing I'm not going to lie. Right, that really, really helped me. It's ads. See, forget it. Hey God, I don't want to tell you how much you used to run ads. Like I will say something.
Give us an idea. In when did you start running ads?
Okay, I started running ads in, would I say 20? I started 2022.
Like how many years? Let's say like 3-4 years.
Like 3-4 years, but my page went down.
Okay.
So this page right now is about 1 year. 2-3 months.
So
yes, this page right now is like 1 year to 3 months. So
you were able to grow over almost 60,000 followers in a year.
Yes.
Wow.
In 1 year.
Okay.
Yes.
So what I'm asking is, how much have you spent? How much would you say you spent in that? Give us a rough sketch of how much you spent on running ads.
Well, since this year, my budget for ads went to as high as 1 to 3 million in a month.
1 to 3 million naira in a month.
Yes.
Okay, amazing.
Yeah, so
okay.
I do 250 to 500,000 in a week.
In a week.
Yeah, so that's how I fund my
so
ads
okay, we're going to go more into the details about your ads, but before we go into that, I still have some more questions I want to ask about your content creation process. What type of content do you majorly focus on? Like I need the details. What kind of content do you, when you want to post on Instagram? Before we jumped on this podcast, we were discussing, and I overheard one content that was playing on her phone where she was talking about. I don't want to say that on camera, but anyway, the hook she used for that video had something to do with I'm not going to say anything, but she found a way to bring that hook back to selling. What are the type of content that you focus on for your Instagram?
Okay, so the content I use on my Instagram, first of all, I will say something. If you are marketing, you should be able to learn how to communicate what your clients want, their pain point. So because I relate with customers and clients, when I'm selling to them, they tell me some set of things.
Okay.
So I use those things or those situations to now do my videos. Chicken is one, unlike people that are into ready to wear and the rest of them.
Yeah.
So I can be talking about chicken. I can talk about buying my chicken in 10 or 15 different ways. So the bottom line is that I said learning how to tell stories. Storytelling.
How to tell stories.
Yes, so I tell stories in a funny way, in an emotional way, and the rest of them. So imagine I'm talking about chicken. I can tell you how, you need to buy chicken for your husband. I can tell you how you need to buy chicken for your boyfriend, your children, how you need chicken for parties, And I started putting out educational content. A lot of people don't know that if buying chickens from a farmer, right, is more affordable because the people in the market come to buy from us. So I would say majorly the type of content I use is that I do storytelling. I learned how to use my customers' pain and their desire to tell stories. Then I now started educating my customers how to use the products that I'm selling.
Amazing. I like the storytelling part because like I've always told people, the best way to sell to people is to use stories, and not just stories that they can relate with. And I think I like that. I like that. Now, I want people to also understand your gadgets.
Okay.
Like, do you use a digital camera for your videos?
In fact, I was just talking about right now before I even started this. We're talking about getting a digital camera. I don't use a digital camera. I use an iPhone.
So you use just your phone to create this content.
I use my phone to create this content.
Okay. There's this particular content on your TikTok that went viral. It was about you showing the back end of your farm.
Yes.
I think that content got how many views?
I think 1.2 million views.
About 1.2 million views.
Yes.
What we're going to pop up that video on the screen right now. That video that went viral. There was something you told me that people had different things to say about it. Like, a lot of people were saying things. What were they saying about it?
They were saying things. My factory is dirty. I need to get some safety measures. You know, a lot of people like applauded me. They were like, "Okay, well done. You're doing well." But the controversies, they were.
How do you deal with when people have these negative comments about your business? How do you deal with it?
If you know, there's somebody that I respect so much. He will say that poverty is expensive, is hard. Making money is hard. You have to choose the hard that you want. There's a price you have to pay for everything.
Yeah.
So with time, I built a tough skin, right? So
Yeah.
I built a thick skin that when people come up with their comments, I just look at it and I'll even use that negative comment to even create a content out of it. You know? So I'm going to tell you that you just have to learn how to ignore. Just look at it and ignore, especially if you want to go. In fact, Instagram people have fear of God. If you want to test your mental capacity, go to Facebook. I think on Facebook I'm on like a 58,000. Go to Facebook.
Okay, you have 58,000.
Yes, on Facebook. Go to Facebook and post a content. Oh Jesus, those people will drag your grandfather. Hey, so I have just learned it that okay, being broke is. Let me just
You just shows your heart.
Ignore. The day I'm in the mood, I explain to them. You know, the day I'm not in the mood, I come for Gbazgbos. If I'm not, I will still use it and do content, and I move on. And I just notice that people like and this. So if you even can drop another comment, some people will come and tell you either she ignores this one will not get to her.
It will not get
so
to
my
her.
community members will just
They
come
already
and tell
know.
you that this thing will not get to her. You understand me? So I don't know. I've learned how to deal with it.
Wow, awesome. So let me quickly say because we also have. I mean, the idea I had with creating this podcast is not only to share the stories of people who are doing good or people who are, but also that people who are also in that line of business can understand how other of their colleagues or the other, other people market their own business, and they can learn one or two things from how you market. So I want us to dive quickly into the ad aspect. What kind of ads do you run?
Okay, I run like our Oga Totos.
By the way, she's my student.
I run the ads that you I run. He will say we have cold audience, we have hot warm audience, right? Good. So I run the ads that brings visitors to my page every day.
Okay.
So he would teach us that, or rather, he taught me that running ads, it's like you telling people, like you going to let me use Lagos now, a very big plaza in, let me say, Lagos Island, and you own a store there, and you're not opening your store every day, right? So running ads, it's like opening your store every day for people to walk in, right? Running ads is like getting the clients that will buy in the next 2 months or 3 months to come and see. Yeah. So I have the ads that I run for people to come to my page every day. Okay. And those ads gives me followers. He calls it profile visits.
Profile visits. Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Good. So I either do that from my phone or from the ads manager, right?
Okay.
It's traffic ads, or awareness ads.
Awesome.
Good. Then I run the ads to make sales.
Okay.
Right? Direct sales. So either I retarget the people that have followed me before.
Okay.
You understand me? Or I just sell directly to them. But I will still have that one. I run that one straight to the WhatsApp.
Okay.
Then I have a rep that will now interact with that person
them. Okay.
till they buy. Right, good. So those are the right. So I do engagement, I do profile visits, awareness, I do engagement, right, and I do direct sales. Wow. I'm learning how to do websites. He's still trying to teach me that one.
Okay.
That will enter my head.
Okay, great. So I like the breakdown. So engagement is important. First thing that you need to pick from what she said. Engagement is important. It's important for you to run ads that will bring in those visitors. People will, because the marketplace is huge. So you need more people to come in and see what you have online. So engagement ads will do that for you, which could be website traffic, which could be profile visits, it could be traffic, it could be awareness. And then she also runs sales ads that are directed to our WhatsApp. She knows her sales channel. This is what I tell people. You must know your sales channel. Where exactly do people buy from me the most? So if you have somebody, and you know that, the other thing, if you're watching this, is she has reps that handle our WhatsApp. That way, they are able to continue the conversation. Even when she's not available, they have the conversation, take it from there, close the sales. So it's important for you to have that because, WhatsApp ads, you get tons and tons of messages, and most times you will not be able to keep up on your own. I have clients who, a particular client that we're working with right now, the last ad we did for her, she said she had to just shut down after that because she got a lot of responses that she was really very tired and she had to just take a break for like a month or so. So WhatsApp ads can be like that, okay? So let me ask also, I want to also ask this question. What do you think, now back to your business, broiler farming, what is the biggest myth in your business that you feel like a lot of broiler farmers are believing this myth and you feel like it's not true?
You cannot sell your broilers. They have this fear. Like if I just put a post or like I put a comment and say what's the greatest challenge, they cannot believe that they can sell their broilers directly to the end users. They believe,
directly to the end users,
the consumers. So they believe that when they produce their broilers, they need the middlemen or agents to come and buy from them. So they don't believe that like other businesses where you can sell clothes, you can sell bags directly to the end users. They are still dependent on those people in the market that are frustrating the business. So that's the biggest myth. Another myth is that they believe that all the chickens will die.
How the chickens will die.
So they do the business with a lot of
fear.
But the fear part is they're even ready to risk because an average Nigerian wants to take risks. But the one that is so difficult, is that they believe that they cannot sell to the end users. Right? They don't know how to market, they don't know how to sell. So no matter how you're even preaching it to them that you can run ads, you can do e-commerce, they will just look at you and say, please, can you just come and pack out these chickens and take their money and go? So that's the
and you've been able to you've been able to you've been able to avoid this. How have you been able to do that?
That's why you're here now.
Who would you say is your biggest the biggest clients that you sell to?
Well, I used to brag about selling to one particular fast food.
I think
yeah, but right now my biggest client is you that is watching me right now.
Oh, I like that.
You will give me my money and you will pay me cash. Right? Yeah. So I can do anything to get your attention to buy my chicken. So if you want me to go outside and climb on top of the trailer or listen, I will go and climb so that you will see me, right? So before I used to pride selling chicken to that fast food, but right now you that are watching this podcast, you are my biggest help because when you buy chicken from me, you will pay me even if it's only 5 or 10.
You pay immediately.
You pay immediately,
and that's profit.
And it's better.
That's exactly how business works.
Exactly, that's what it's supposed to be. So just that I'll just make sure I'm running the ads to you. So yeah, so
excellent. So I know also that she sells courses for people who want to learn how to. Can you talk to us about it? What exactly do you train? Do you help people start it up? Do you give us the details?
Okay, so I opened an online support because I noticed that a lot of broiler farmers go into the business with no form of idea. Like I did. I made a hell lot of mistake. Like, when we were talking about the challenges that I faced, my biggest setback in the business, if I had known some certain things, if I had gotten somebody to hold my hands, that was an avoidable mistake. You see, that mistake is costing me like 2 to 3 years of my life trying to correct, right? So out of that pain, I've made up my mind that anybody that wants to go into the business, I can teach you how to avoid some certain mistakes. So I'm trying to say how to invest well. You see, some people will just Unlike, like for instance, you can go buy clothes and say, I want to use 10 million and buy clothes, and after 1 month I should be able to make 1 million profits, right? Good. But broiler farmers don't know that they can do the same thing to their business too. So I have a support system where I teach you how to build structure in the business, you know, how to manage. Majorly, I don't even teach you how to even do the raising and the rest of them, how to sell it and how to make money out of it, right? Good. Especially those in the diaspora, because when they've made money, they want to actually invest that money in opening farms.
Okay.
Broiler production, agriculture is the next thing when somebody has made money to invest in. It's competing with real estate, right? Good. But as we have a lot of people in real estate that are helping people, there's nobody in the broiler business that it's okay, you want to invest, let me help you, right? Good. So that's what I do basically.
Excellent. I like that. Now, do you have any current course that is on for the training, or is it a training where is already recorded or live classes? What exactly?
Okay, so I have recorded, right?
Okay.
But because of the nature of the business, they'll still want to fall back.
Okay.
Yes. So I run cohorts every month.
Okay.
Right. Good. So there's even one that's about to start, right? So
okay.
I run
when is it starting?
Every month. So it's actually starting today.
Today. Okay.
Yes, it's actually starting today. So
can people still join? Maybe.
Yeah, you could join for the one
for the next one. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you could join for the next.
Okay. Awesome. Great. So the other question I have is the part you mentioned. I got interested when you said people in the diaspora, when they make money, they intend to. Now, if I want to start up or if I want to get involved in the broiler business, can you walk me through the steps? What do I need to do?
Okay. Basically, if you want to start a broiler, from the first thing I would want you to understand is that you need to find out who you want to sell the broilers to.
Okay.
That's the first thing.
Who you want to sell the broilers
to?
Who
you want to sell?
Are there different people that you sell?
Yes, so you can sell the broiler. You can sell your broilers to a broiler processor.
Okay.
So there are people that buy live broilers from the farm and turn it to frozen chicken.
Oh, okay.
Good. So you can say I want to sell to them. You can say I want to sell to restaurants. You can say I want to sell to fast foods. You can say I want to sell to the end users.
Oh.
So if you want to sell to restaurants and fast food, you should now know that I am going into a credit business.
Okay.
You need to understand that.
Restaurants and fast food.
Yes.
Meaning that they will not pay immediately.
Yes. So what those people are looking for, they're looking for people that have capacity that can give them chicken running in hundreds of millions, right? And they pay back when they've done their calculations. Because a restaurant can have like 100 branches, so you don't expect to take chicken there, and the rest of them. So they are using their own structure, but it's going to affect you. So if you know that this is who you want to sell to, you have to make up your mind that, okay, I want to bring out 50 million, I want to bring out 100 million, and before this money will come back to me, it might take like two or three months. You understand me? Good. So if you know that you're not ready for that, you know, say, okay, I want to sell to the end users. Okay. So if you know that I want to sell to the end users, I'll tell you, okay, start setting up structures. Start setting up your marketing. Start setting up an online store. Get a store, a cold room, and the rest of them. You start from. So if you want to start a broiler business, I will first of all for it to consider your marketing and your target audience. It will not even determine the type of chicken you can raise. Some people want chickens at 35 days, that's 5 weeks. Some markets want 6 weeks. Some market want 8 weeks. So if you did not find that out and you went to produce chicken for 8 weeks, and you're in an environment where they consume chicken of 4 weeks, you'll be stranded, you can't sell. Right, good. So I said that's the first thing before you now go to get your land. You're not your costing. I used to be in Owerri, Imo State. I had to relocate to Ibadan because the cost of production in Ibadan is the cheapest in Nigeria.
Oh, yes. The cost of production for raising and everything.
Broiler, wow. Is the cheapest in Nigeria because all the hatcheries, all the breeder farms, all the inputs, even the labor is cheapest here.
Wow.
So I can be competitive in any state. I can go to any state right from here. You understand me? So you have to consider that. They do not consider where you locate your farm. They do not consider the inputs that you're going to use. Then before now say the type of structure that you want to now build in your farm. But it's the markets who you want to sell to that will determine all these things. But you know what they do? They'll just come, build their farms. I have land somewhere. Build their farms, get products, start running up and down.
And then
to set it up.
I like how you put it. start from the marketing part, the target audience part. I know these are the people I want to sell to. This is what I want. This is how I intend to sell. I think I like that aspect. Now, give us an idea of for investment. What's the lowest amount? What's the lowest amount I need to have to start broiler business for those who might be interested?
Okay. Now you said broiler business. Yeah, broiler business is not broiler farming. I like to tell people that. Yeah, they're two different things.
Okay.
Broiler farming is part of broiler business. I can't explain that because when you come closer, I will.
Okay.
So if you want to start broiler business, any amount, if you have, I tell people, if you have less than 3 million naira, right, just go into buying and selling. Open an online store, start creating content, run ads, and sell chicken from other farmers. You understand me? If you want to go into production, you should be having let me say from 10 million.
Whoa.
You understand me? For you to be able to produce well, because you're talking about buying, you have to get land and the rest of them, and that's you want to do 1,000 or 2,000. But there are people that want to open big farms. There's a farm I'm running right now. We're running on more than 500 million.
500 million.
Yes, as revenue. That's what we are running on good on that farm. I think it's about a 40,000 capacity broiler farm. Yes, good. So I would say that's why consultation is good, because when you consult, you tell whoever that is consulting for you, this is what I have. Genuinely, I will now advise you. Right? So you can start with any amount, but when you tell me the amount that you have, I will tell you to either become a sales and marketer, a processor, or go into full-blown production.
Okay. Excellent. So we're gradually ending, but I want to still ask this final question. And for me, it's what I ask everyone that sits on this table with me. What would you have done different if you were given another chance to start this business? Or what would you tell your younger self to do differently in this business?
Okay. What I'm going to do, what I would have done differently is that I will say it over and over again. I got to a point, I started throwing in millions into the business. Right, good. If you want to start broiler business, I will say it again, start from the marketing. Send BizLift a message. Tell him that I want to open an online store where I'll be selling chickens to the end users and start drop shipping, start selling from people. See, broiler is the easiest product to buy off from somebody. There are even people that are ready to give you on credit, because these farmers will be wondering, how can I give out my product? You understand what I'm trying to say? So unlike people that do drop shipping in clothes, in shoes,
in other businesses,
even houses, real estate,
you can do drop shipping.
Good. If you have 500,000, whatever, start running ads. Invest, you understand me, in running ads and start from there. And anytime I have, because broiler business is a risky business, sometimes you can put chickens in the farm and it's not give you what you want at the end of the day. So because I know how to command the markets, my business is as if nothing is going on at the back end, because I can't buy from somebody and still sell, and you not know that I'm having challenges in the farm. You get what I'm trying to say?
That's true.
So that is what I would have done different, and that's what I've learned, and that's why I became very aggressive selling chickens to the end users.
Wow. So there you have it. This is maximum about 30-25 minutes or 28 minutes thereabout of conversation about the marketing that goes on in a broiler business or a broiler farming business. I have been discussing with my guest right here. She's amazing. I like to call her agripreneur. That's what I call her.
Thank you.
And she's really told us a lot about how our marketing works out and the things that she does. And, she's giving us a lot of nuggets that we can go with. If you've watched thus far, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and also turn on the notification bell so that you would get all the notification for all these videos. And also you can join my memberships. We have memberships on YouTube that you can join to get some some videos that are just strictly meant for you and all that. So do all those things that you do, you get all those things. And also, if for those who want to follow you, what are your social media handles?
Oh, okay. Everywhere. Africa's Agripreneur.
Africa's Agropreneur
That's
everywhere on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook,
Facebook,
YouTube,
yeah, everywhere.
Africa's Agropreneur. She's done amazingly well for herself, and
Thank
hopefully we would have another conversation maybe some other time.
Sure,
Thank you
I'll
so
be glad
much.
to.
Thank you so much for. All right, guys. I'll see you guys in the next episode, and ensure that you still subscribe and like. I'll see you guys.
Thank you. Bye.